It was a rainy evening when little Emma heard the knock at the door. Her mother was away and the house was unusually quiet. The man outside looked nothing like a stranger, yet she had never seen him before. His eyes held secrets, and his voice carried urgency. That night, their lives took a turn no one expected. Emma lived in a peaceful suburban home with her widowed mother, Clara, who worked long shifts at a nearby hospital. At only 7 years old, Emma had learned to be brave when her mother wasn't around. That night, the rain tapped against the windows, and the wind hummed a sad tune. Clara had left just an hour ago for a late-night emergency call. Emma was reading her storybook in the living room when the soft knocking began. At first, she thought it was the wind rattling something outside. But the knock came again, steady and deliberate. Her heart skipped. Gathering all her courage, she tiptoed toward the front door, her small fingers gripping the edge of her sweater. The porch light flickered through the glass, revealing the outline of a tall man standing in the rain. His clothes were damp, his hair wet, but his posture was calm, too calm. "Who's there?" she asked in a trembling voice. The man's deep voice came muffled through the door. "I mean no harm. Is your mother home?" Emma hesitated. Something about the stranger's voice felt safe yet mysterious. She shook her head instinctively but didn't open the door. "I just need a moment to speak to her," he continued. "I'm not here to hurt anyone." "I promise," her small heart pounded. She remembered her mother's warnings never to open the door to strangers. But the man's eyes, visible through the narrow window, looked kind, not threatening. Still, she didn't budge. Suddenly, a flash of lightning lit up the street, revealing a black car parked a little way down the road. The car's headlights were off, and it looked as though someone else was sitting inside, waiting. Emma's breath caught in her throat. Before she could say anything, the man added in a low, urgent voice, "Emma, please." "I know your father." Emma froze. Her father had died when she was just a baby. How could this stranger know him? Emma's hand hovered over the door handle, torn between fear and curiosity. Before she could decide, the man stepped back and said, "I won't force you to open the door. Just tell your mother. Daniel Reed came by. She'll know." The name stirred something in Emma's memory. She had overheard her mother once mentioning that name on a phone call, her tone heavy with sadness. Emma didn't reply, and the man sighed. "I'll wait outside. I just need a few minutes with her. Please tell her when she comes home." The rain continued to fall as the man stepped back into the shadows, his presence both eerie and oddly comforting. Emma locked the door and returned to the couch, hugging her stuffed bunny tightly. Hours later, Clara came home, drenched and tired. Emma wasted no time. "Mom, a man came. He said his name is Daniel Reed. He knows Dad." Clara's face went pale instantly. Her bag slipped from her shoulder. "Daniel? He was here?" Emma nodded, her wide eyes searching her mother's face for answers. Clara closed the curtains quickly and locked the door again. She sat down beside Emma, her hands trembling slightly. "Emma, your father had a best friend before you were born. His name was Daniel, but he disappeared years ago, right after your father's accident." Emma's curiosity grew, but before Clara could explain more, a loud knock echoed through the house. Both of them jumped. Clara peeked through the window. Daniel was still standing there, soaked and shivering. Against her instincts, Clara opened the door slightly. Daniel's eyes softened as he met her gaze. "Clara, we need to talk." "It's about Michael. Michael, Emma's father." Clara's breath hitched. "Not now, please." "Leave," but Daniel stepped forward, desperation in his voice.
"You deserve to know the truth."
"He didn't die the way you think he did." The weight of his words settled in the room like a storm about to break. Clara let Daniel inside reluctantly, offering him a towel and a cup of tea. Emma watched silently from the stairs, her little heart racing. Daniel sat quietly for a moment before speaking. "I owe you both an explanation. The night Michael died, he was investigating something dangerous, something that involved my family. He wasn't supposed to be at that warehouse." Clara's eyes filled with tears. "You mean his death wasn't an accident?" Daniel shook his head. "No, it was a setup, and I was part of it." Unwillingly, Emma gasped softly. Clara's hands clenched into fists. "I went into hiding to protect you both," Daniel continued. "I thought it was over, but the people who caused Michael's death are looking for me again. I came tonight because you deserve the truth. And because you're in danger now too. Clara's anger flared. All these years, you let me believe he died for nothing. You let Emma grow up without knowing the truth. Daniel lowered his head in shame. I was a coward. But I'm here now, and I'll protect you both, even if it costs me my life. The rain outside grew heavier, thunder echoing as if nature itself was listening. Suddenly, the sound of a car door slamming shut made them all turn toward the window. The black car Emma had seen earlier was now parked closer to the house. Figures moved inside it. Daniel stood up quickly, his voice tense. We don't have much time. They found us. Clara grabbed Emma's hand protectively as Daniel moved to lock all the doors and windows. For the first time, Emma saw not just a stranger but a man burdened with guilt and driven by a need to make things right. That rainy night, everything changed, their understanding of the past, their trust in each other, and their hope for the future. As the car's engine roared outside, they realized that this was only the beginning of a fight they never expected to face together.